Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video. So, Call of Duty, the game that people love to say never changes. Battle Royale, introducing Battle Royale in an attempt to hop on the bandwagon. This is not the route to go to improve Call of Duty. In this video, I'm going to go over some suggestions that I believe can truly help improve the franchise, because as we all know right now, it's more of a meme than a game series. So with that being said, let's get into some suggestions. First of all, this is going to be a bit controversial and I really don't care, but I'm going to explain why when I say this. CODs shouldn't just be free to play. Now, before the fanboys attack me, but TCD, they have to make money. They're a company. Blah, blah, blah. Listen, Call of Duty makes plenty of money. First of all, they have a base price of the game for the usual $60, filled with loot boxes, and let's not forget the DLCs and expansions. That is monetization in 3 different ways, my friend. They have plenty of money. Turning COD free-to-play would benefit them more than you might suspect. Instead of releasing yearly Call of Duties, they could just have a singular Call of Duty that they continue to update. This Call of Duty, in my opinion, would have microtransactions, and I guess it would work similar to mobile games and be free-to-play in terms of having seasons and things like that. So, honestly, you would actually have a bit more reasons to have the microtransactions in there. Because right now, you're talking about DLCs and a base game of $60 with usually more than that, because nowadays collector editions usually have something that you want. So, the price tag of COD is not doing it favors for a game that is most of the time not changing at all. Now, on top of this, being free to play, introduce all weapons from previous Call of Duties. People are going to say, but that would be too many weapons. Now, here's another contradiction for Call of Duty. Things that people do not like are that one Call of Duty might have some really interesting weapons and some really unique weapons in the entire franchise, but it's just tied to one game. It's just tied to Black Ops 2. It's just tied to Black Ops 3, or whatever Call of Duty has your favorite game. Not your favorite games, your favorite weapons. It's just tied to that singular game, and you will never be able to use them again most of the time. Instead of this, like I said, if it's free to play and it has seasons, they can introduce tons of weapons. All of the weapons from the previous games would offer a lot more than you might be suspecting, because then you just say, well, there would still be the best weapons and then weapons that no one used. However, you need to understand that there are some good weapons along the entire series, which would offer more variety, because right now, I mean, if you look at World War II, which is COD's newest title, all you see people running around with are PPSH. I wonder why, because now COD is becoming a metagame where only one thing is viable. But if there's plenty of weapons, there's plenty of competition, so this in turn would, cater to a bit more variety, instead of someone just using one thing and only one thing being viable. Next topic. Bring back the perk system from the previous Call of Duty, such as Black Ops and Modern Warfare. Now, Modern Warfare 2 might be a bit too much to ask, because stopping power made some weapons a bit crazy, but honestly, I wouldn't really mind that coming back. However, perks in general. The division system for Call of Duty World War II just is not working. I don't know who thought that was a great idea, but you being limited to one type of class and you having to roll with whatever that class offers is just not favorable. Call of Duty has always been a game about finding synergy. You find a weapon and then you alter your perks to synergize with how that weapon is meant to be played. There is no synergy when you are forced to just stick with what the game devs offer you. That is how people found out quickscoping. That is how people found out, I guess, the dreaded run and gun with submachine guns. These are things that people loved to use in previous titles. We don't have that in the newest title because they're trying to just bind us to, I guess, a class. They're turning it more into a class based than to just you pick what you want and you play how you want. That would really revitalize a lot of life into the game. I don't think there's anyone who prefers divisions. I love perks. I don't know anyone who used to play COD who does not like perks. Okay. Now, this is going to be a bit more about the microtransactions and how this would benefit the free-to-play aspect of Call of Duty. Have obtainable cosmetics, but also have set prices on the items in the microtransaction shop. If this video blows up or something, how about instead of loot boxes, because we all know you want to make money, just have a set price on the cosmetic item. I should not, if I wanted to have this skin, I should not have to just pray for RNG and hope that I get this. If I want it, I should just be able to buy it because you obviously want the money, and I obviously want the skin. Do I not? So if I'm willing to spend the money, just let me buy the bloody thing. Don't force me to have to continuously spend to try and grind for that perfect item. I don't want to do that, and that's not adding to your reputation, Activision. That's just getting you screwed over more because that's heavily anti-consumer. And considering that COD is constantly ridiculed for that, and many other games that they have chosen to support, you really don't want to have, you really want to at least try and get rid of some of that right now, because let's be real, Activision is seen as one of the kings of anti-consumer practices. So, a free-to-play Call of Duty would justify microtransactions and cosmetics. It would not, however, justify more loot boxes. All you'd have to do is just put a set price on the cosmetic item, whether it be weapon skin or skin for a character, or even a freaking keychain on weapons, because now that's a thing. A set price would solve a lot of problems. You'd still be able to have your microtransactions, and people wouldn't have to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars just gambling for what they want, when they could just simply purchase it via the microtransaction store. Now, all that I have said, I want to also just state a reason why I think COD is in the state that it's in. People say it's the game that never changes, but let's be honest, I don't really think that anyone wants Call of Duty to change. At least, not in the way that a lot of people are thinking. When Call of Duty changes, people will immediately say, what is this flying around, bunny hopping BS? I want boots on the ground and stuff. I am fine with COD being boots on the ground. I want to play Call of Duty. I want to play it how I played it for many years. I don't want to have to worry about bunny hopping and all of these stupid abilities that just do not, in my opinion, belong in Call of Duty. I want to play it for the game that hooked me many years ago. If we want COD to change, I think all we are really asking for are just a bit more nostalgic things. You know, they don't have to completely rework their bloody games like they've been trying to do, which is why their titles have just been just tanking after tanking. I mean, let's think about it. Ghost, then Advanced Warfare, then what is it? Infinite Warfare? No, man. That is why these things have been tanking. If they just simply listen to what we would prefer to have, then they'd probably benefit a lot more, and everyone would probably play this game again. I truly think that these changes could revitalize the COD community. Maybe not to its former glory, but I can't tell you how many people really hate seeing that, oh, here's a unique weapon, I'll never see it again. Or, oh, great, here's a super cool skin. Well, time to gamble for about 27 weeks praying that I get this item while you're just sitting up here counting your dough like, yep, perfect. If this is free to play, your microtransactions would be justified. A lot more people would be able to play your bloody game. Because I can assure you, Activision, Battle Royale is not bringing people back. It's not. Your game is going to be $60 at launch. Then you're going to follow your traditional microtransactions and DLC. And now that it's going to be Battle Royale, I know for a fact you're going to have skins there. And it's going to be loot crate rather than purchasable simply by just clicking on the skin and saying, yes, I want to buy this. You're going to have it in loot crates, and you're going to have the rare loot crates, and you're going to have the super rare loot crates, and maybe just the normal loot crates. We do not have time for this. Just follow everything that I said in this video, and maybe people will come back to COD. I'm not going to act like I have all the answers. I'm sure some other people, if this video goes viral, will have some better suggestions in the comments, and if you do, please let me know. But I can just tell you, Battle Royale is not gonna save Call of Duty. Everyone is talking about how good Black Ops 4 looks, but really, they're just getting on the hype train, and then they're gonna be disappointed, because let's be real. When has Call of Duty getting hype ever benefited the game? I don't hear anything, do you? So with that being said, that's all I had to say about this topic. Please let me know how you feel about what I said in the comments. Hopefully this video can get noticed, and I do just want to get this out there because I see so many people hating on COD and they're not offering ways that this game can be fixed. So I've just come up with a list of things that I think could benefit the game based on observations personally and observations of things that the community has wanted. As always, rate the video what you think it deserves. Tell me what you want to see in the future in the comments below, and I will see all of you in the next video. Take care.